Hi Pike Nights! I'm at the sport fishing fair here in Jönköping, Sweden, and I can't wait to take you along for the ride. We're diving into the biggest news, the latest trends, and we're going to wrap things up with all my top highlights from the entire fair. Let's go! Sportfiskarna continues their important work for a better environment, and this year there was a huge focus on kids and community, something I really respect. Freewater Pictures teamed up with Skoda, and their booth was surprisingly fun to check out. The Freewater Bobber was fully on display, and honestly, it looks like a really solid soft bait. Skoda handed out lures to anyone who test drove their cars, and they showcased both the Kodiak and the Enyaq. You could even win fishing reels in their booth if you joined their competition. Gator brought a lot to the table this year. The Catfish Twin Tail and the Elixir 2.0 were among the newest additions. My personal favorite was a 7-foot perch rod in the Elixir series with a casting weight of 3 to 15 grams, and it was super nice. One of the absolute highlights was meeting so many of you at the fair. I also got to hang out with my buddy Jesper Ivarsson from Baited Hooks, one of Sweden's best multi-species anglers. If you want to catch some truly exciting species, he's the guy to book. Team Galant from Kanal Gratis had a massive crowd of young fans around them all day. They spent hours taking photos and chatting, a great initiative that really inspires the next generation of anglers. Wolfcreek had fair exclusive lures, and I literally managed to film the last one in a darker color before someone almost grabbed it out of my hands. They also showcased a lot of clothing thanks to a new collaboration, but what impressed me the most? Their new rods, especially the Black Wolf series. Beautiful rods at around 150 euros. The 9-foot model rated up to 300 grams was my clear favorite. No brand new lure builders this year, but it was still great to meet the ones who were there and admire their incredible craftsmanship. And yes, you could build your own lures at the fair. There were plenty of boats on display, and it seems like the trend is moving toward more reasonable proportions compared to last year, but the prices still very high. And I still don't understand why bass boats are being sold for Swedish fishing. Jiggar showcased their new swim bait and a few new colors. Personally, I think the color work could have been stronger, but I'm excited to test their swim bait against classics like the Buster Swim and the Scout Swimmer. Regarding camping and roof tents, they were not as big as last year, but they were still present. CVC showed the new Buster Swim Junior, which we're reviewing right now, along with a bunch of really nice new colors. Savage Gear revealed more of the new SG2 series, plus some new lures and colors. The new tactical rods, an evolution of the SG4 blank, were also on display. They felt light and will be really fun to review. Abu Garcia had a huge focus on the Beast series, especially the new Beast bait casting reels that are coming out, and we've just made a big review that's coming out at the end of the month. Daiwa probably had the best looking booth at the entire fair. They showcased several exciting updates. Prorex S in a new edition, new colors for multiple lures, Tatula 200 in a low gear version, new frames, Prorex in size 200, and a pike bait caster under 150 euros that made us very happy. Shimano's booth unfortunately felt a bit underwhelming. I was hoping for new colors, but they weren't as well thought out as I expected. And the new sustain rods weren't even on display. But the new Zodias and Poison Glorious were there, and they felt really high quality. Zodias is supposed to be 20 to 25% lighter and will come in more models. The one that caught my eye was the 7.6 rated to 5 to 15 grams. I also found the new neck save, but it was a big disappointment. And the Vanquish CE felt more like a marketing move than something we actually need. I really hope Shimano takes a step back and looks at their full range again. They make fantastic rods and gear for things like carp, pike, aspios, chub and so much more. I'd hate to see them paint themselves into a corner by only focusing on perch here in the Nordics. The last booth we took a look at was Svartjonkers, but there wasn't much new compared to last year. I think he's been busy with his family's restaurant and other adventures and simply hasn't had the time to create new lures for the fair. Hopefully that changes next year. His booth is usually one of the highlights. Overall, the fair had a lot of fun things to look at, but I'm still a bit disappointed. If you visited last year, not much will feel new. But the things that were new definitely made the trip worth it. My absolute favorites were Wolfcreek and their new rods. Easily the gear I'm most excited to test and review in 2026 when it comes to pike fishing. Daiwa's low gear Tatula, the new Prorex S and some of the lazier colors also impressed me. The strong focus on kids and young anglers was a huge plus. If you're planning to visit with your children, you'll have plenty to look forward to. And last but not least, it was, as always, incredibly fun to meet people in the industry and all of you who follow us. Thank you to everyone who came up to say hi. Hope to see you even more in 2026. That's all for this time. If you visited the fair, I'd love to hear what you thought about it. As always, take care of yourselves, take care of the fish, and hopefully I'll see you next time.